resign are the ones who care the most for the organization. Have you ever resigned from a job? And you agree to this assertion. Sometimes the ones who resign are the ones who care the most for the organization. Ronald Alan Pablo actually published this on LinkedIn a while ago. He said, there are many possible reasons why a person may choose to quit his or her job. There could be another job offer, of course. They may be starting their own business. They could be going back to school. They could be going out and seeing the world. They could be opting to focus on family. I mean, it could be changing priorities, circumstances, or even health reasons. Or maybe they may simply care too much for the organization they are resigning from. Is that not ironic? That sometimes the ones who resign are the ones who may actually care for the organization they resign from the most. Well, let's test this assertion today. Because some school of thought believes it's true. It probably happens more often than you think. All organizations have problems. Oh, that's a given, But it's how these problems are handled which makes all the difference. More often than not, organizations are indeed aware of the problems they have. I mean, if they're any good at what they do, how can they not be? That being said, there are marked differences in how a lot of organizations handle these problems. While some organizations aggressively pursue solutions, some organizations have a way of, acknowledging problems and going through the motions of trying to solve them. But in reality, allowing them to fester and, ferment in the background, eventually to be assimilated in the organization's very culture and way of doing business as well, happens. So, you tell us. You have any experience you'd want to share? Did you ever resign because you cared about the organization you worked for? Or probably just for yourself? Is it true that somebody might resign because they care for it? Yeah? So just like the scenario that I pointed out earlier, that, some of these organizations will actually let it fester and ferment, and it forms a part of the organizational culture. Now, sometimes it leads employees to fall into two camps. Those in the first camp are merely concerned with receiving a regular paycheck and couldn't care less about the organization or its problems. Now, the second camp consists of those who see the big picture. They understand the problems and the possible solutions, but because of their inability to push for the execution of those solutions, they are tormented by the thoughts of missed opportunities, unrealized potential, wasted resources, and simply what could have been. It's not easy to live with those kinds of thoughts and frustrations, and eventually, after much torturous and tumultuous deliberations, they come to the realization that they can't identify with this. They can't be part of an organization who doesn't seem to care about solving its problems as much as they do. So they resign. There's actually a third camp, those who feel the same way as those in the second camp, but they choose to stay on for various reasons. Now, this is quite a miserable way to exist within an organization, though. So eventually, after a period of months or even years, they end up in either one of the camps. And if this happens long enough, you would end up with an organization of which the vast majority of the employees are only after a steady paycheck, without really giving a damn towards making the organization realize its full potential. Whereas some of these employees end up getting promoted to management, and there's nothing quite more pitiful than an organization whose management is only focused on getting paid and not much else. So, what are your thoughts? Give me a call, 0302-216-541. If you have any experiences you would want to share in this regard, I want us to have that discourse this afternoon. Or you can actually send us a WhatsApp message on 0244340437. So, what would make somebody resign because they care? I mean, these scenarios that I've painted to you, do they exist? Can you relate? Call me, 0302-216-541.
Hello, Lieutenant. Thank you for showing up at our monthly meeting. I have some good news for you today. Electricity credit, Hey! Oh, relax. I am not increasing it. I just want you to know, from today, you have your own meter. So now you buy exactly what you want to use. Flexi bundling.
What's the customize, Anna?
Oh, yes. just like that. And it doesn't expire too.
Life is good with MTN Flexi Bundle. Now you have full control to pick and choose your very own bundle packages. Whether you want to bundle 3 pesos, 20 pesos, 20 CDs, 30 pesos, or even 115 cities, we dare for you. Just dial *138# or *170# to enter any amount. And bingo, you are good to go. So go ahead and enjoy bundles that don't expire. That's why we're good together. We dare for you everywhere you go.
All right, so you're welcome to our drive chat, proudly brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Now, you can either call me on 0302-216-541 or on number 0244-340437. So, last week we had a few technical challenges with our phone lines, so we're using both lines now. You can actually call 0244-340437. It's still a little greasy, if I can put it that way, but try and then you'll be able to get through to us on 0244-340437 or 0302-216-541. Better so, you can WhatsApp on 0244-340437. Have you had to leave an organization because you cared about them? Or really, for you, you're caring more about yourself? And the scenario where some people actually stay on and, there are camps in the organization. There are some people who actually are just in there for a steady paycheck. What is it for you? Give me a call. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. How are you, man?
I'm fine, man. How are you also doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's your name?
I'm starting from Winneba.
Your name again is?
Salom.
Okay, Salom. All right, let's hear you.
Yeah, there has been this very similar case to what you are talking about, and it happened to a cousin of mine at a workplace. He was a manager there, and they were actually two working at the place. So actually, the other manager wanted to impress the boss. So if there is any problem, he goes and then backbites my cousin,
Yeah.
And through all those things, he actually had to resign because there were a lot of problems that were put on him that he didn't actually do.
Wow.
So for the sake of that, he had to just resign and then stay at home, and he's still working out. And so it's actually true. Everything you are saying is actually true.
Very interesting. So, and this is actually because of an individual, because of one person
trying to impress the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
So it actually happened. Some people can actually resign for the good cause of the company.
For the good of the company. But in his case, I mean, there's just one individual who's trying to backbite and, chop you down or whatever it is. But how does that help the organization?
No, but you see, the issue is that he is trying to paint a picture that he is good and is doing things the right way for the organization to grow. But even if he does something bad, okay, even if he's supposed to render an account and there's a flaw in the account, he doesn't admit that he's the one who caused it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think when I go and boss, this is what this person is doing, they might not believe me.
Yeah.
So what do? You just have to step back and allow him to do whatever he wants to.
Okay. Wow. Interesting one there. Charlie, thank you so much, Salom, for sharing this. Yeah. 0302-216-541, or you can call 0244-340-437. Anthony says, listen, I loved my job, but after 4 years and no promotion in position and salary, I resigned to hustle, even though I didn't know if there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. I also didn't have work colleagues. It was getting depressing. I loved my boss, but I needed to also put my future ahead. I wrote my resignation letter in December 2011 and handed it over to my boss in March 2012. I did stay for 3 months to organize things once in a while when they call on me for support, and I do it for them. And that's from Anthony. Thank you so much for sharing that. 0244-340-437. You can call or you can WhatsApp on that same number, or you can call 0302-216-541. A very delicate article there by Pablo that I chanced on LinkedIn, and he asks actually that listen to your employees. They may actually have a lot of good ideas on how to make your organization better. Pay particular attention to the outspoken ones, even if dealing with them can be a pain, as they are typically honest and sincere with their beliefs, and learn to read the signs. If your best and brightest employees have started to become silent or worse, started leaving, your organization may already be breeding a culture of complacency and indifference. Well, can you relate? Share with us. 0302-216-541. So says Lexis, I totally agree. Sometimes it's better to leave and be the hero than to stay and become the villain. Leave and become a hero than stay and become a villain. Interesting thoughts there. Then I also sent in a message that says, Lexis, I used to work for an advertising company in 2006. Now, this was just after my national service. I was so vibrant and full of ideas. Most of the time, when I push these ideas, my MD would just brush it off. Just after my probation, I tendered in my resignation. My boss did all he could to stop me, but I insisted on leaving because I didn't like the way he was suppressing my ideas. It will shock you that some of the ideas I brought up in those days, I'm seeing some being implemented now by some organizations. And that's from Nene Nyumte as well. Wow. Office politics and organizational culture. And this message about, staying and becoming a villain and leaving and becoming a hero, it kind of hits home a little bit, Do you leave and get your life in order, or you stay and just rock the tide, just go with the flow? Well, everybody is doing it, so yeah, why not? Let me also stay. Why did you have to resign from your last job? What was the reason? Was it a personal reason, or you were doing it for the good of the organization? Michael from Ohio says, I quit my job for me. Racist stuff that happens in this part of the world against blacks and being a very educated Ghanaian. I quit, and today I'm a manager in a big hospital and I'm doing very great. And that's from Michael in Ohio, USA. Yeah. I resigned from a company recently because I didn't like the way things were going. Currently unemployed, but I don't regret leaving. So you are part of the group who wouldn't just stay and take a paycheck. You'd rather leave than stay and just, make do just because you wanted employment. Yeah, very, very important. I like the thoughts on that, yeah? Yeah. Interesting concerns in here. Wow. You can share yours on 0244-340-437 call, or you can WhatsApp 0302-216-541. All right, I've got hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What's your name, bro?
My name is Bright.
Bright. Okay, Bright. Talk to me.
Oh, good. I resigned from my work concerning so many issues. Which what came on was I was there and they sacked 2 people and they re-employed 2 people in addition. And like so many things were going on which were not all good. So I just also took my papers and left.
In the myriad of all the things that you're talking about, what was the most important for you? What was the deal breaker?
What did you say?
I'm saying in all those things that you were mentioning, that you said there were a lot of things happening at the time. Hello, Bright, can you hear me?
I left personally because I just want to go.
Bright, did you hear what I said?
No, I did not.
You said there were a lot of things happening, right?
Yes.
But amongst all of those, there was one very important one to you.
Yes.
Which one will it be?
Like sacking 2 people and re-employing 2 people.
You didn't like that idea?
Yeah.
Why not?
Man, like this. You've worked with people for so many years, and if you want to take them off, you can't just, because why should you take 2 people off and bring in 2 people? The people who were there, they were good enough. And even the new ones that they came, you were even paying them more than the other ones that they left.
Wow.
Who I also see that it's fine. It wasn't a good thing though. At least you should have sat those people down. Oh, maybe this and that. So we want to do this. So maybe try and improve, or maybe if you don't improve, but we just throw in the towel and just took the people off, and you re-employ 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. I've got Gideon here as well. Hello, Gideon.
Hello.
Yeah, man. How are you?
Good evening, Lexis.
Yes, good evening, Gideon.
Yeah, I resigned from my work simply because my boss is a womanizer and refuses to pay us. Only thing he does is to waste the money on women. And after 3 months before you get one salary. So it's better you sit at home. But I'm doing well anyway. And I realize that it's better to do your own personal business than to work for somebody for salary.
Yeah. So what, you set up your own business that you're working on?
Yeah, small. I'm on it.
Wow. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Very interesting. The things that influence us to leave.
Good evening. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Hope your flights were safe.
Hello, Bishop.
Hello, Lexis.
Yes, sir. How are you, Bishop?
I'm fine by His grace.
Right.
I don't have a personal experience that I've dealt with people with such experiences. Your intro spelled out everything. Those who want to receive paychecks.
Yeah.
Those who want the development and meeting the goals of the organization. And when you don't settle these things, so you have 2 camps. So when you don't get things done well, some will resign, some will remain, only to say, okay, that's the culture of the organization.
Yeah.
And it will go on.
Yeah.
And the fear of taking risks is what is making others. There are a lot of people who want the development of the organization. They want to see the goals and objectives of the organization being achieved. But if they resign, then certain things are going on, they don't like it. If they resign, where are they going to get the next paycheck?
Yeah.
That is normally the problem, why they stay and finally dance to the tune, and organizations finally collapse.
Yeah.
We don't get the goals being achieved, and we waste resources, especially if it's a government organization. Then everyone say, oh, we are cutting the meat. The meat is for government, let's cut it for ourselves, but which is not good for our nation.
Yeah.
I think these are some of the problems. Some things are there. You want to talk about it. When you are talking about it, then they'll give you queries. They'll put some allegations on you.
Yeah.
And definitely, either you resign or you stay quiet and let them go. Their bosses want some things shortcuts. They don't want to agree. Either they fire them, take some small thing and fire them, or they'll say, okay, have your way, and I'll have my paycheck.
Yeah.
These are some of the things that.
So that option, do you think that option is a legit option, or is it a good option to say, well, fine, I can't change the status quo, I can't influence what's going on, I'd rather keep quiet, take my paycheck, and do my job?
That is what I'm telling you. That some of them fear the risk of the unknown. I mean, they fear the unknown.
Yeah.
They don't want to take risks, so that they resign. One fellow ever resigned and stayed in the house for 2 years. But God being good, he is now in a good job where he is. That guy is a workaholic.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention him. Then he's now making it big and contributing to the new company. And fortunately, that company that he's now in is rivaling in terms of clients with the old one that he left. So people think that, since he went there, most of the clients left and joined him there. But he stayed in the house for about 2 years before getting that job.
Interesting. Which of the groups do you belong to? Those who would rather keep quiet and take a paycheck, or who jump and take the risk?
Those who jump and take the risk.
Okay.
Such people, when you identify them and pick them in your organization, they are coming to meet the goals and objectives of the organization
yeah.
and help to grow the organization. They take the organization as if it is their personal property.
Yeah.
And they act as shareholders who want the good of the organization so that they will always enjoy dividends.
Good stuff.
Bishop. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for your input.
Thank you.
Very, very profound. I appreciate it a lot. Lexis, I left after so much stress and late hours when I had a toddler at home and expecting. I complained and my boss had me transferred. I went to him to protest because my daughter's school was just close by, and he told me that it is a salary that will buy Cerelac for my child. And so the following week, I dropped my resignation. I never regretted the decision. I just wanted him to know that I was working for the love of the job and not the money. Cause
you're making it hard for me, cause I don't wanna leave.
Thank you.
All right, talk to me.
I want to take a different stand here.
Okay.
How can we individually, those of us who would not want to go along, follow the trail the way it has been, there is a cheat in the workplace, so we don't want it. We want, the right platform. How do we manage to convince our bosses so that the right thing is done instead of resigning?
Okay. So this is just to provoke a conversation, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
You know, when I was reading a preamble earlier, I talked about two groups of people: those who would rather, sit back, relax, and they push, and if it's not happening, they'll just sit back and keep quiet. And just like Bishop was talking about, there are those as well who would just want to jump, because they have actually tried their best and it's just not working. You understand? So there are literally two groups. I don't know which one you would fall in, because sometimes, there are efforts by an individual to say, okay, I want this to be done right. I want to do this. They'll make suggestions. But when your suggestions are not taken, what do you do?
And I'm trying to suggest that why don't we keep on hammering and stay at it, keep on hammering, boss.
But that's why there are some people who take fulfillment from seeing that what they are hammering is working. But if you hammer years and it's still not taking, then we have, that's where it falls into two groups. There are those who just jump ship and say, listen, I'm not going to keep hammering again, And there are those who say, look, let me just dive out. It's a risk. Maybe I'll go out there and find a better platform or opportunity.
Yes, like this, I will still continue to hammer.
Right. Wow. That's loyalty.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you very much. Yeah?
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, I wish you well in all that you do. Well, we'll actually further some of these conversations. Bottom line, I want you to be happy at your workplace. It's very hard. I won't say it's impossible. It's quite possible, but it's very difficult to say you would get 100% happiness at your workplace. But we strive for the best, don't we? Yeah.